Saying this, he parsed his lips a little. Fangs. His tongue, a tongue snaking out from his fang-filled maw. What's going on here? Is he even human at this point?
God, I could go against this wall right now.
I know! Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Brooklynrayne and you are watching Brooklynrayne Gaming. Today we are playing Your Boyfriend, so let's get right into the game. Alright, we are in the game. When I tell you this game was more on lockdown than a high security prison, it was so hard to get. Let me not dox my email. I'm tripping. Let me log in. Okay, I logged in. But what I was saying was, okay, this game contains explicit images and content that may be disturbing or triggering to some audiences. Enjoy. So heed the warning. But with this game, I wanted to play some weird games this month, like some weird random games. So I went on Steam and I literally just typed in a boyfriend, and I was hoping for like a dating sim or something, right? And I just scrolled through. I was like, oh, this looks interesting because it's about like a stalker boyfriend-y thing. So I looked it up and I found it on Steam, right? And it said it was a demo. And what I always do when I pick out a game is I type it in on YouTube. No one really cares, but I type it in. Oh, I didn't even click anything. Oh, it's just repeating. But I type it in on YouTube so I have a semblance of what the playtime is gonna be, you know, because Google lies. So that's how I figure it out. But I found out that there is a full game version, not just a demo, but it's not on Steam. So I had to go over the river and through the woods to find the game, just to figure out that I had to get on the Patreon and use the link from the Patreon to get the game that is password protected. And not only is it password protected, they have to verify your Patreon emails. So I had to wait for them to verify me for access for the game. Like, and not only is it password protected, it's double password protected. It has a password and a decryption code. So you do have to go over the river and through the woods to play this game, so it better be good, is what I'm saying. Okay, mini rant over. But with all that being said, I did all of that not even really knowing what the game is about. Like, I just know that, you know, he's crazy. That's all I know. Your boyfriend. Okay, let's start. But luckily for me, the Patreon was just $1. So, okay, my name is Brooklyn. Welcome, Brooklyn. You two have fun. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm very excited. Oh, my life has been chaotic. My family broke into another fit of drama, so I left the nest and ran straight to college. I got an apartment and a job, but even that has become unbearable. Working at the local Greasy Spoon diner doesn't pay the best, obviously, so finding a roommate was my only recourse to be able to afford an apartment. Now, my roommate is always bringing some dropout into our apartment for late night study sessions. My sleep schedule is wrecked, and to top it off, the rent is late. I've heard once that if you become a roommate with a friend, you won't stay friends for long. In my case, my friendship is strained with my friend making excuses for why they need me to cover their half of the rent. Just beat them up. Thanks to that deadbeat, I'm working harder just to scrape by every month. Picking up a second job will drive me to an early grave at this point. The park gives me a chance to have some much needed alone time. Is that disc golf right there, or is that a trash can? This part of the park in particular is my favorite because it's untouched by obnoxious family members and college jerks. The only people who come here are the groundskeepers. Even then, they only come by in the morning. Closing my eyes, I rub my face and breathe out the tension from my body so that I can enjoy the peace and quiet. Just then, I feel someone sit down beside me. Startled, I turn and face the interloper. Oh my gosh, it's him.
Whoa, hey, take it easy. It's just me.
Voice acting. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting it. Hello, stranger. The stranger says, trying to keep me from leaping too high off of the park bench. You're a jumpy one, aren't you? Oh, not too much voice acting, I guess. Scooting awkwardly towards me, a shy smile creeps over his face. I keep my eyes on him like a hawk, unsure what his intentions are. Not once does his unblinking eyes stray away from mine. So, are you waiting for a family member or a friend? He's gonna murder us, for sure. It just seems kind of odd for you to be sitting here all alone like this and so far away from the jogging track. Mind your business, weirdo. Mind your business. Why would it be odd? You don't know me. If anything, I could murder you. You don't know. You don't know what I got going on. A chill runs down my spine. I cross my arms over my chest and slide myself away from him, perching closer to the edge of the bench. Does the same person walk up to you out of the blue and start asking such questions? The stranger picks up on my unease, refraining from moving any closer towards me, crossing his fingers between his legs. He smiles warmly. I mean, you don't look like a groundskeeper or one of the old people feeding pigeons after doing Tai Chi. I'm just getting some alone time to myself. Things have been pretty intense lately. It's like he wants to wrap his arms around me in comfort, fingers twitching. Absolutely not, sir. Absolutely not. Do not.
Look, I know this is sudden. Very sudden. But may I have the pleasure in taking you out to dinner?
Absolutely not. I'm actually married. That's what's happening. I got married like yesterday. Can I have the pleasure? Never mind. He's weird. I can't tell if it's just him being socially awkward or eccentric. What? Why? Yeah, you do not know me from anything. Honestly. You don't know me at all. I could be slap nuts like you are, probably. Why is he interested in me of all people?
Well, I'm your boyfriend. Isn't that why you're here?
Hello? What? And why would you ask me out if you were my boyfriend already? That doesn't even make sense. You see, this is why I don't go outside. This is why. No, it's not why I'm here. Why do you have that look on your face? My boyfriend? Why would he assume we were in a relationship? Exactly. That makes no sense at all. The stranger sits patiently, waiting for my answer. No, you're not. No, you're not my boyfriend. That makes no sense. I pull my hand away from his. He grabbed my hand? Alright. Oh, and I didn't mention, this game is a choose your own adventure. So, my choices do matter. Allegedly. Normally, I try to be polite when I turn someone down someone's adventures, but the stranger's presumptuousness makes my skin crawl. Yeah, that makes no sense at all. Oh, I see. I think I'm getting mixed messages from you. You're getting mixed messages from me. What about this entire interaction made you think that I was your girlfriend? He doesn't even know my name. That makes no sense. I mean, it doesn't make much sense for you to come here and then not want me. What? I was here first. I quickly leave my sleep. Hopefully I can get back to the more frequented parts of the park before any other creeps crawl out from under the rocks and bushes. Where are you going? Away from you. His expression is a tempest of emotions, none of them as positive or playful as when I first saw him. It's getting late. I'm going to head home. I lie, of course. I whirl around to find the nearest path out of the park and to the nearest public street. Oh, well, maybe I can walk you home then. Is he insane? He's insane. For sure. No, thank you. Look, it's nothing personal, but you're coming off as kind of creepy. I'm not really that comfortable around you. He rubs his arm awkwardly. Creepy, but I'll... Don't you ever in life finish that sentence. Don't you ever in life finish that sentence. Sorry, I have to go. I cut him off and walk away, occasionally looking over my shoulder. I don't want him creeping up on me while my back is turned. He doesn't move, just sitting there with a forlorn look on his face. That went the worst it possibly could have, besides him attacking me. I wander around the city a little bit more, visiting places I normally wouldn't. Oh, hi. My paranoia has got me looking over my shoulder, wondering if he might still be lurking somewhere behind me. I don't know, maybe I'm not thinking straight. But who knows? Some guy who presumes that he's your boyfriend before either of you even know each other's names is probably not the most psychologically healthiest of people. Or are they? Still, the way I left him behind makes me feel like maybe I'm the jerk. No, but I'm alive. And that's all that matters. I'm not a jerk for doing that. He's a jerk for coming to me and making me uncomfortable. Let's not get it twisted. Pups. I came across the local florist shop. I remember passing on a few of my downtown walks. I've been meaning to stop in and pick up some flowers for the apartment, but could never seem to find the time. Well, I have time now, so why not? Stepping into the shop, I'm hit with the fragrant combined scent of the various flowers inside. I wander past the colorful displays of flower arrangements, potted plants, and small gift bags of potpourri. I had a particular purchase in mind. What, roses? I catch the scent of roses from a rustic wooden shelf display. Being mindful that some still have their thorns, I reach out to pick one up. A hand brushes against mine. I promise you, if it's this man, I'm going to have a conniption. If it is this man, I'm going to have a conniption. And speaking of, the only flower that actually smells good to me is magnolias. I snatch my hand away. Well, like in flower form. In fragrance form, they all smell good. But in actual flower form, magnolias are the only one that smell good to me. I snatch my hand away, catching a glance at the other person. Oh my gosh. I can't catch a break today. Oh, fancy seeing you here. The man from the park beams at me before pulling the rose out. I didn't know you shopped here too. I don't. The stranger places a finger on his lips. Shh, it's a small shop. There's no need to raise your voice. His comment rubs me the wrong way, but I try to compose myself. Did you follow me here? Is this a pure coincidence or should I be worried? I don't know. I think he's nuts enough to follow me here. What? Of course not. I don't believe you. Because clearly you're delusional. He looks a little hurt by my accusation. I'm a little hurt by your presence. So we're even. I come here almost every day, you know. Uh-oh. Am I really being a Peter whacker? I don't know why that's the word I chose. Am I really being mean to him? He fumbles around with the rose in his hand. Eyes focus squarely on the ground. Get out of my personal space. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't want this conversation to happen anymore. I love flowers. This little shop is the only one nearby, so I come here a lot to see what new bouquets they have made, and if they have any on sale. I'll admit that sometimes I get a glimpse of you through the windows of the diner that you work at. Lately, I've been meaning to walk in and finally say hi, but I lose my nerves and stay out. Great, he knows where I work. Things just keep getting better and better for me. Honestly, truly. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm running out of time. You've been watching me? Are you serious? What kind of creep are you? But it's not like that. His hand reaches out for my shoulder in an attempt to calm me down. Don't grab me, sir. Do not grab me, sir. Where's my mace? Where's my mace? None of this would have been a problem if you didn't assume you were my boyfriend. That's how I already know you're nuts off jump. I know nothing's innocent after you said that. I flinch away in shock and disgust, not wanting his grubby hands on me anywhere on me. Don't touch me! I storm out of the florist shop, not looking back for anything. Gosh darn it, I didn't even get my bouquet. Why is he, Oh my gosh, she was squeezing that rose so hard that he was bleeding. It's getting dark out. He's a bit high strung. Ugh, I hate walking home at night. After crossing paths with that crazy stalker, I have a good reason to now. So after the day I had, I decided to stay out carless until the sun went down. So we already know I'm not smart. I take a longer, less traveled path home in case that creepy guy knew more about my habits. Shoot, I'll need to find new places to hang out at and probably a new job. Where's my roomie? I storm into the apartment and slam the door behind me, my body slightly shivering from my earlier encounter. The rummaging of my roommate and the study partner in the kitchen come to an abrupt silence at my unceremonious arrival. I shield my eyes and walk past. They have a habit of walking around naked after their study sessions, and I don't even want to guess if they were dressed this time. Are you kidding me? That is sick. I eat in there. I prepare my food in there. You have to fight her. It's the only way. It's the only way. Either fight her or evict her. There's no other ways. Especially since I lived here first, she gotta leave. She gotta go. Especially since I'm covering her half of the rent anyways. I don't need a roommate if I'm doing that. I flop down on my bed, muffling a frustrated scream with my pillow. After a moment, I roll over on my back and stare up at the ceiling, trying to forget about my day, trying to forget about him. Falling asleep from the sheer exhaustion, my last thought was a simple wish. I hope I never see that weirdo again. Bro! Well, no. End of day 1. Okay, and there's 4 days currently. The 5th day isn't out yet. Don't know when it'll be out. So this is day 1. Oh my gosh. And I don't know if y'all could see behind my face cam, but I could see the silhouette of his fat circular head outside my window through the curtains. Do I live on the ground floor? Okay, let's continue. You know, if I play my cards right, he seems nuts. Maybe I could get him to knock off my roommate and then turn him in for the crime. So Brooklyn, did you have a nice time with a stranger? Don't answer that. It's time to get up and face another day. What do you mean, did I have a nice time? Obviously not. Ooh, it's stuffy. I roll over in my bed. Every inch in my body is begging me to wake up, but I don't want to. It's like I didn't get any form of rest at all. I fight the will to wake up for a moment, rubbing my eyes before sitting up in my bed. Ugh, I'm a mess. Alright, we're a mess. Oh, I can click on things. It's 9 in the morning. 9:12 a.m. What? Oh gosh, I'm late for work. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Finally dressed, I rush out of my bedroom, making my way into the kitchen section where I normally put my work keys. What are we watching?
Hey, looks like someone's in a hurry.
Don't talk to me, Lucy. Don't talk unless you're ready to fight or move out at this point. Unless you're ready to fight or move out, do not talk to me, Lucy. A surge of irritation floods through me when I hear Lucy's voice. I take a glimpse over my shoulder toward the deadbeat who wasn't making my life any easier. Yes, I am in a hurry because some of us actually have a job. Yeah, give it to her. I mutter not under your breath, grabbing my work keys from the kitchen counter and beginning to storm right by her. Again with the guilt trip. Yeah, she will be dealt with. She will be dealt with if it's the last thing I do. She mutters something else under her breath as she rolls her eyes. Smack her. It's only
Look,
right.
I'm trying, all right?
No, you're not. You're screwing. If you at least have them pay you for it. At least have them pay you for it. If you're so intent on screwing, at least have them cover your bills. You're doing it for free. You're broke and you're about to be homeless. All you're gonna have to your name is your sneaky links if you keep playing around. I just haven't had any calls back yet. She tries to explain, but I've grown tired of her careless excuses. I'm not going to argue with her. Now is not the time because right now time is not on my side. Oh yeah, I have a plan. We're being manipulative right now. If that guy pops up again, I'm going to entertain him and I'm going to get him to knock her off. Joe Goldberg style. She's bad for my lifestyle. Get her. She's not a good influence. Get her. I brush her off and make my way out the door, rushing myself down the stairs and out of the apartment building. We have a plan. First, the stalker. Now I might lose my job. With any luck, I might get hit by a car and die on impact. Yeah, if we were lucky, we would get hit by the car and live and get a huge settlement. That would be lucky. It's a Sunday. There's usually hardly any customers on Sunday mornings, but even then, it doesn't excuse my lateness. Oh, hey, girlie. Her hair is pretty. Rushing through the front doors of the diner, I dash into the kitchen and grab my apron off the coat hanger along the far end of the wall. The apron seems to be the only place where the grease stains don't get all over me. Fumbling to tie the apron on, I rush toward the time clock and snatch my time card to punch in. Wait, according to this, I already clocked in. Who got my back in here? Hello? Who could have... My attention snaps toward the sound of approaching footsteps. Whoever it is, they're not trying to be discreet as they carry a clanking stack of dirty dishes from the table. This lady here? You did that for me? Oh my gosh, so nice. Do you want to be my roommate?
There you are.
Oh,
Where have you been?
Oh, hey, TK. Whoever you are. I have no idea. Oh, I was sleeping. I do have an idea. Should I lie, though?
I've been covering your shift for the past 45 minutes without the boss even knowing you're not here.
Thank you, TK. Oh my gosh. Someone in here who cares for me. Do you want to move in? TK rushes right by me as they gently place the dishes into the sink of soapy hot water. Wiping their hands, TK sighs loudly enough to make sure that I hear it. I would do the same for you. They're like this all the time, though. Always acting like they're the big sibling to everyone and keeping things in one piece. I huff as I try to think of an excuse that doesn't sound as pathetic as my alarm didn't go off, but the truth is all I have, so I try to downplay the issue. I don't get why you're making such a fuss. We're pretty much dead on Sunday morning. Well, don't make it seem like you did it on purpose. You clearly weren't paying attention when you came barging in. TK wipes their hands on their apron before gesturing for me to look out through the service window. What the? Are you kidding me? Why are there so many old farts here? I try not to raise my voice to a point that the fiber chomping boomers outside did not hear me. You can't call them fiber chomping because I literally take fiber right now. Because I don't eat it. So I'm supplementing it, but leave me alone. A tour bus came along, that's what happened. Now stop asking questions and start waiting tables. TK hands me a spare notepad and a pencil and nudges me out of the kitchen. Great, here I am, hoping to have an easygoing day. So much for that. Someone brought a pet. The breakfast crowd is a nightmare. Karens, redneck grandpas everywhere. Well, Karens and redneck grandpas, two things you never want to see. Especially if you are of my complexion. So this ain't good. Everywhere with something up their butts. Some even going as far as refusing to pay because I didn't kiss their feet whenever their coffee was not filled all the way or their T-bone steak wasn't cooked the way they wanted. Yeah, T-bone steak for breakfast. Not even breakfast steak and eggs either. An actual T-bone steak dinner with potatoes and steamed carrots. And then when one person refuses to order off the breakfast menu, there's a dozen more who follow suit. Such a hassle. Why couldn't the elderly be more like my grandparents? Pleasant and polite. Eventually, the crowd starts dying down, most leaving to do some sightseeing and others staying to order more coffee or lunch. At least there are the kind of customers that mind their own business and are more focused on eating or talking. Staggering into the kitchen, I let out a long sigh and rest against the wall, finally able to take a moment to relax. I know you want to get off your feet, but you missed a table. Is it that guy? Because I have a plan. I have things I need to be done, okay? DK sneaks over at my side, giving me a gentle nudge before pointing back out to the dining area. I roll my exhausted eyes and look over towards them. Can't you do it? I don't feel like having some Karen throw their eggs on me again. Someone threw eggs on me, and I let them? I would, but you owe me for covering your shift for an hour. I do. Dang it, they had a point. With a groan, I lean myself off the wall, try to straighten my posture, and stumble back out. Scanning the booths, I check all the tables I had already gotten, matching their faces and orders table by table. I don't think I missed any. A voice chimes in from the booth to my right. Of course. Hey there, stranger. Listen, I'm going through with this plan, but I'm just hoping that this plan doesn't end with him ending me, because that's what happened with Joe Goldberg. Okay, that's what happened with Penn Bagaldi's character. I know it's Badgley or whatever, but I call him Penn Bagaldi. I don't know. Let's just hope that doesn't repeat, like history doesn't repeat itself, you know. Act casual. I try to suppress my disgust, faking a smile as I ready the notepad and pencil in my hand. It's a bad idea to make a scene in front of everyone. You know, I realize I'm doing this. What if he doesn't even have those capabilities? Like, what if he can't even knock off my roommate? Then what do? Call the police. Yes. Hey, you. Oh my gosh. It's just like the show. Except I'm saying it and not him, you know? This day was bad enough, but now he is here. I thought I made it clear that I didn't want to see you ever again. Okay, I'm not doing that well with hiding how much I don't want to see him. You did, and I understand why. Trust me, I'm not an idiot. He mumbles, looking down at the table in front of him as he starts picking up one of the napkins. You didn't let me explain yesterday since you blew up and stormed off like that. I had to apologize to the florist about the outburst. Who cares if you had to apologize? You see, you're not making this easy for me. You are not making it easy for me to be, nefarious, okay? Don't say things that tick me off. Oh gosh, that's right. I'm probably not allowed in there anymore. Not that I plan on going back now that this freak goes there often. Crossing my arms, I wait for his excuse, ready to publicly call this creep out. I never intended to stalk you in any way. You were just another face I see every day while I was on my walks, but over time you became more and more captivating, a face I couldn't help but stop for a moment and admire. As he speaks, he starts folding the napkin into a paper crane. Oh, there it is. Or so how the story goes, anyway. He finishes, giving a hint of a sneer upon that last statement. I tuck the notepad and pencil away in my pocket. You know, this doesn't help you sound any less creepy. His eyes shift over towards me, an eerie glint as he smiles a little, responding to my reply. You're playing hard to get at this point. Oh, you chose to say that yourself. I don't know what you're talking about. A jolt of dread shoots through my entire body. I don't know if it's the words, his tone, or the gaze that's setting off all the red flags, but I'm not going to stand here and analyze why my survival instincts are kicking into overdrive. Turning away, I quickly make my way back into the kitchen, trying to untie my apron with my sweaty palms. TK approaches with an expression of concern. They might have watched the whole thing happen. Hey, are you alright? What happened? What did he say? I can't do this. I need to go home. I hand TK my apron. Just have Alicia cover my shift from now on.
Whoa, you're quitting? What did he do? Should I call the police?
Yes, maybe. He hasn't dealt with my roommate yet. So I can't. No, I don't want to deal with him right now. I don't want to talk about this, nor do I want to be bothered with this creep any longer. Shaking my head, I simply walk out, taking the back entrance so that I don't have to walk into that psychopath's line of sight. He hasn't dealt with my roommate yet. Rushing home, I occasionally look over my shoulder, hoping that I wouldn't catch that stalker following behind me. I don't see anything, not even signs of movement from the corner of my eyes, but I'm not going to let my guard down. I finally arrive in front of the apartment building, and I hurry my way inside while pulling out my phone. TK has been messaging me this entire time about what happened at the diner, leaving messages like, please call the police, talk to me, did you contact your family yet, all kinds of worry word texts. I appreciate their concern, but I just want to drop it and forget it all. Oh, I'm calling the police after he does what I want. Home sweet home. Hopefully that guy doesn't know about where I live. Yes, he does. I saw him through the curtains. So yes, he does. Closing the door behind me, I shuffle in, dropping my keys on the counter. Great. Not only have I mocked my roommate for not having a job, now I don't have one either. I'm sure she's gonna have a heyday once she learns this. If she ever gets the chance. I don't think she should know about that creepy man. Brooklyn, is that you? No. My roommate calls out from her room. I don't bother to answer as I sink myself into the sofa, feeling utterly miserable. Of course, she comes out of her room anyway, gazing at me with confusion. I normally don't come home early as I'm always working overtime because of her lazy, jobless butt. Just like me. What the heck are you doing home so early? It was just a bad day, so I left. That place wasn't working for me anyway. I'm good at telling lies to people that I don't care about, apparently. She doesn't seem to buy it as she tilts her head to the side, giving a little sneer. Yeah, I can smell BS. No day is worse than that truck driver incident. I sit there in silence for a moment, grinding my teeth as I debate whether I should tell her or not. Just then, I feel her sit down right next to me, looking a little more concerned now. Honestly, this is off-putting, especially since she never really acted like she cared about me when I first moved in. Come on, stiff lip, talk to me. Oh, you can't just put voice lines in randomly. I'm already reading it, you know? Should I tell the truth? Does it matter? Oh my gosh. Tell the truth. It's a struggle to think of the right words to say, but as I open my mouth, it all slips out. I have a stalker. The guy met me at the park when I was alone and wanted to date me. Even after I turned him down, he just kept following me around. Gosh darn it. Now I think I shouldn't have said anything. Because now if I start bringing him around, she's going to be wary of him. It's going to be harder for him to get rid of her. Gosh darn it. I saw him at my work today and the things he said terrified me. He was saying I was playing hard to get and just leered at me. My roommate frowns a little upon hearing this, shaking her head before getting up off the sofa. You know what you need to unwind? You're overworked with no day off and now you got creeps after you due to your fixed schedule. It's time you loosened up a bit. Wait here. She walks away and into her room. I half expected her to walk back out with a big sandwich bag of cocaine or weed. Well, it's not a big bag. She plopped herself down right next to me as she opened up the small bag on her lap, handing me a blunt before pulling out a lighter. I've never met someone so unhelpful in my life. I've never met someone so useless. Actually, let me not lie. I've played Danganronpa. I've met someone so useless and unhelpful. Hero. So, let me not lie. This is a lighter stuff, so you're not going to be all on the floor rolling around paranoid. It's just enough to help you not stress about that perverted dude. I sit there looking at the rolled up blunt between my fingers. My nerves are quite rattled. My hands are shaking a little. Do I get to choose? Do I have autonomy? I guess it's fine. I'm in a safe place, not alone, and no longer need to go back to the place of work where he knew I was. I'm not in a safe place. I'm with Lucy. What about Lucy is a safe place? Knowing her, this is laced. I wouldn't trust a sandwich if she gave it to me. I suppose I could puff one out. Puff one out? You don't do this very often, do you? She lights up the other end, patting my leg as I take a light drag into my lungs and hold it for a bit. I'm extremely unamused. She smirks as I cough it out. I take another drag. Would this have not happened if I lied? Or would this have been the same terrible fate for me? No, I'm not feeling better. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? I feel like she's dumb. Give me a minute. I just started here. I mutter, exhaling the smoke from my lungs with a long dragged out sigh. I space out for a moment before taking another drag. When is this over? For a beginner, you're doing well. Yeah, whatever. My roommate praises me before lighting up her own blunt. Leaning back against the sofa, she huffs the smoke up into the air. What a day this has been so far. I was late for work, had a creepy guy trying to hit on me again, quit my job. Now I'm finally getting along with my deadbeat roommate by smoking weed with her. I don't think I'm getting along with her. I honestly, this is one of the worst things that's happened yet. Like, my day just continues to get worse. The two of us don't say anything, but honestly, there's nothing to say at this point. Just the two of us easing our way into relaxation. As much as I don't want to admit it, this is helping out quite a bit. I'm glad it's helping you out because it's not helping me at all. Honestly, this is ticking me off more than the stalker. Because at least the stalker gave me hope that I wouldn't have her in my life anymore. I don't see why I was stressed out about that guy in the first place. All I need to do is get another job and take my walks elsewhere. Boom. Done. No big deal, right? That's the spirit, Emre says, leaning forward to put out the remainder of her grass and standing up from the couch. And if he comes around, we'll just F him up. Most stalkers can't defend themselves anyways. Whatever makes this conversation end. All I do is let out a stupid laugh before giving one last drag. I was ready to put it out when there was a sudden loud bang on our door. Who's knocking like the police? I would have jumped to my feet if I wasn't so relaxed right now. Shoot, Lucy mutters before grabbing up the ashtray, quickly making her way to the kitchen area and washing it out with water. It's the effing landlord, I just know it. She hisses, grabbing a scented candle from the kitchen counter and lit the wick. This is what happens when we listen to Lucy. Why would they let me choose other stuff and not choose whether or not I had to partake in that? It makes no sense. Just act like you're tired and I'll talk to him. Done and done. I don't bother to watch her go up to the door, opening it just enough for her to slip through. I already hear the landlord raise his voice. What the F is that smell? Lucy. My roommate closes the door behind her, leaving the rest of his words muffled on the other side. There is undoubtedly a heated argument going on, but I don't pay mind to how serious the situation is as I get up from the sofa, making my way into my room. Walking in, I make my way towards my bed, flopping onto it and nuzzling into my pillow. I do feel like taking a nap anyway, so hey, perfect plan on acting like I'm tired. Score. My roommate eventually walks in, looking a little frustrated, but collected, as she sits on the edge of my bed. That man must have been sniffing around outside our door. She looked down at my big state and smiles. Look at you, already far out of it. That was some of my lighter stuff too. She teases with a head pat. So now I'm extra ticked off. Cause you mean to tell me you have money for weed but not rent? Is that what I'm hearing right now? That's what I'm hearing right now. She will be dealt with. She will be dealt with. How about we keep this night going? You look like you need it. She teases with a head pat. Don't touch me. And I hate when people pat my head. It's like a pet peeve. Do not pat my head. Yeah, sure. I honestly have no idea what she has in mind, but at this point, I'm up for anything. Honestly, this entire experience with this roommate is the most triggering thing I've come across in this whole game. Everything's a bit of a blur after that. Maybe I recall some drinking. Did I do some drinking? I know she did. I'm not sure if I did or not. It's getting rather surreal in here. Did I just see a... I've been essayed. Hello? I'm a victim now. Is this just because I told the truth? I'm being punished for telling the truth. Now I'm a victim. I knew this was no good from the minute she came out of her room. Ugh, my head. You're a victim. We've been essayed. We need to call the police. What happened? Lucy? She must have gone to bed after I passed out. I knew it was laced. I knew it was laced. I need a drink. My head is killing me. Maybe I should take an aspirin before crawling back to bed. How on earth does Lucy live like this? This is the worst headache ever. Oh my gosh! This was not supposed to be a scary game. Why did that happen? Who? Lucy, is that you? The figure doesn't say anything as I hear a bottle of pills being handed to me. Look closer. Something doesn't seem right. Despite the pounding headache, I'm not fried enough to ignore the fact that my normally talkative roommate is staying quiet. I try to adjust my eyes to the darkness, leaning forward to the figure that is standing before me in the darkness. It occurs to me that this figure is taller, thinner, and doesn't have Lucy's long, wavy locks. In fact, it looks like... Oh gosh. I open my mouth to scream, but I instantly feel his hand go over my mouth while the other arm wraps around me tightly. This day is just getting worse. Frantically, I try to fight back, stepping on his feet and shins, biting his hand, and even wiggling with all my might to get out of his grip. But he's not letting go. He's not even flinching with the pain I'm trying to cause him. Listen. We can talk about this. You don't have to do this. I've already been victimized today. Why do I have to be victimized twice? Panic shoots through me as I feel something go down my throat. Like 2 tablets of some kind. No, I'm taking the pills regardless, y'all. He must have popped them in when he covered my mouth. I start to feel weak. Each strike I try to give has less impact on him. As I start to go limp, my mind becoming numb like the rest of my body. You know, being kidnapped was not part of the plan. It was not part of the plan. All I feel is his arms around me, holding me gently as I feel him kiss my cheek, then speak softly into my ear. I'll see you tomorrow, darling. I want to lash out, how much I want to scream for help, but whenever he gives me is working quickly, too quickly. You know, this is like a Wattpad nightmare. That's what's happening right now. How did he find me? He already knew where we lived. It's only been 2 days. There's blood on the grain. Please let that be the worst day I'm gonna endure. Goodness gracious. That was awful. Awful. And Lucy was the worst part. It's just dark. Ah! Oh, I'm still in my room. I didn't get kidnapped. Okay. What? I'm back in my room. Ugh, my head is pounding. What happened last night? Luckily for us, I remember. I don't want to remember that part. Oh my gosh! Why is it scary? Oh gosh, he found me. Why is it scary? Quickly, I tried to get out of bed, stumbling onto the floor as the pounding of my head started to grow. Lucy, I need to talk with you. Lucy's about to go to jail. I hate to break it to you, Lucy's going to jail. I don't even have to get him to deal with her. She's going to jail. I called out fighting past unless he dealt with her already. Hopefully. I called out fighting past the hangover as I tried to walk out of my room. Who could that be? If that's him, I'm gunning it. I don't care if I have to go through a window. Is it the landlord? He knocks like the police. Coming. Quickly making my way towards the door, I take in a deep breath and look through the peephole. Oh! Landlord? Sir! Sorry about that. I thought you were someone else. Paranoid enough not to answer the door, huh? Sorry. Anyway, have you seen Lucy anywhere? I'm still not done talking to her about you kids in your 420 time. I know scented candles when I smell one, and that ain't it. Yeah, she was here last night. I'm almost recalling the previous night. But she wasn't around when I woke up. Maybe she crashed in her room? The older man makes his way in, walking over straight to Lucy's room and giving a firm pounding against her door. Lulu, up and at 'em. We need to talk. There is no answer, no yelling, no grumbling, no throwing anything at the door in response. Dang it. He huffs, jiggling the doorknob for a moment as a warning before opening the door. Is she's gone? She's not here? Does she normally leave a note or something? No. Yes, walking in and starting to look over the papers that are scattered all over the place? No. But she usually makes coffee for the both of us every morning. It's the least she could do. It's the only thing she does. I see. Does she keep her phone on her often? She's never without it. Good. I'll check my Rolodex and see if I can get a hold of her. Saying this, the landlord walks out of Lucy's room, closing the door behind me once I'm out as well. Seems I might need to give her a few hints in job searching as well, he says, mainly to himself. Why? All those papers, they're job applications dating back to 4 months ago. There's a ping of guilt in my gut as he said this. I mistreated Lucy so bad lately. She wasn't making lazy excuses about not getting any callbacks after all. I feel absolutely nothing. First of all, she victimized me. She has assaulted me, essayed me. She drugged me and essayed me. Okay, let's get that clear. Secondly, you know, it's kind of, you gotta give the application to the establishment to get hired. She's collecting them like Pokemon cards. Why would I feel guilty that she likes to fill out forms? It must be a hobby of hers or something, because clearly the establishment's never got them. They're just in her room. So she will be dealt with. And I feel bad for absolutely nothing. If anything, I should be meaner to her. I told you to fight her so long ago and you just did not do it. Anyways, I'll give her a call. If she doesn't pick up, let's just pray she comes by later. I might have an opening for her. Do you have an opening for me? I'm jobless as well. Saying this, the landlord takes his leave. I stand there for a moment, biting my bottom lip and entertaining the idea of calling Lucy as well to apologize, even to talk about what happened last night. Then again, she probably wouldn't like the fact that the landlord and I have been in her room. It's bad enough I have a stalker on my tail. I should probably tell the landlord about this. Maybe he can do something. Maybe he'll snap his twig body into pieces. Anyway, I better take a shower and get dressed. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get out of this mess. Well, the shower doesn't help me get my mind off things. It does, however, help with that kink in my back, so that's something. What? Oh, please let it be, Lucy. You're going to jail, girl. I mumbled, picking up my phone and looking at the caller ID. Oh, right, TK. How do I explain all of this to them? Biting my bottom lip, I answer the phone. Hey, TK, I meant to call, but things got weird.
Yeah, and they went from weird to worse over here.
What do you mean? Oh, I said it prematurely. There's been an effing murder over here. Some poor soul got stabbed multiple times and stuffed in the freezer. Please be Lucy. Please be Lucy. If anything good happens to me, it would everything that this game has done to me will be forgiven, including the Wild Goose Chase downloaded. Everything will be forgiven. if it's Lucy in that freezer. Everything. What? Are you alright? As alright as I'll ever be with how low a point this day has gotten. Oh geez, don't move. I'll be right over. I don't wait for a response as I hang up the phone. I have no idea what time it is. My clock isn't working. I hope that dude isn't the cause of it. Please be Lucy. Obviously the scene attracts a few people, but where's TK? Oh hey Tika. Late as ever, classic Brooklyn. I came here as soon as you called. What are you talking about? Sorry, I wasn't entirely dressed when you called. Kinky. TK, don't tick me off right now. It's too soon, even though you don't know what happened. Not now. Anyways, what happened? Well, when Kit Kat and I got here to open up, the back door was busted open. We thought it was just a break-in at first, so we called the cops to come over and look around. One of them found a trail leading to the freezer and, well, yeah, a body. Geez, is it anyone you know? No, I don't think so. Just then an officer comes out calling TK over. Of course, TK responds by rolling their eyes. Well, looks like I'm gonna undergo some questioning. I'll be right back. Okay, good luck. I watch as my coworker makes their way towards the officer, the man looking a little pale, possibly his first homicide case. I start looking around the area. Maybe there's a family or loved ones who might have known this person. Unfortunately, my eyes catch a glimpse of someone in an alley across the street. A familiar, lanky dude with an old smile on his face. I'm not going to keep running from this creep. If I need to beat him down myself, fine. I didn't last night. I lost in hand-to-hand combat last night. But to be fair, I was still laced. Okay. I started making my way across the street, making sure no rubbernecks hit me as they passed by. He has a lot of nerve to look happy to see me storm over to him. Hey there, Sunspot. Is everything okay? You look very upset. Am I okay? You're the reason I quit my job, and now my friend has to deal with a murder as well. You were in my apartment last night, weren't you? Did you do this too? Yes. Oh, I wasn't expecting open and honest communication. I was not expecting open and honest communication, y'all. I'm going to be quiet because if it's Lucy, I'm not going to be mad about it. I say nothing as I storm right past him, not giving him a glance. Wait! He nearly calls out as she grabs onto my arm, pulling me back and gripping both of my shoulders. Is it Lucy? Because if it's Lucy, I won't be mad. Let go of me! I yell, trying to pull away from the psychopath. Don't you get it? I can't. Have you been paying attention to what's been going on? Can you pick up the slightest hints that I'm meant to be with you? That I would kill to get your attention? You know, if it's Lucy, I won't be mad, so who was it? What are you talking about? The freak's grip on me loosens, his expression now gentle as he cups my cheek. Oh, Brooklyn, I love you. Oh, but you're not very bright. Okay, rude. Rude? Why would you say that? And I told you not to finish this sentence here. Excuse me? Exactly. Why would you say that to me? Think about it. The moment we met at the park, those times I saw you at the diner, how you would always leave your window closed no matter how many times I've opened it at night. Your perfectly sized closet? What? Bro, why would I not lock my window? That's so stupid. I am not very bright. You were stalking me? Girl, we already knew this. We already knew this. You blame me? You're the one who is always on my mind, the one who makes my heart beat out of my chest each time I see you, smell you. Okay, let's calm down now. But listen, all of this can be water under the bridge if it was Lucy in that freezer. If it was Lucy in that freezer, I'll give you a chance. I'm lying, but like, I will forgive you. You want the truth? The truth is, I'm mad. Mad to the point where I'd caress your skin while you sleep soundly each night. Needing to feel you from the inside. And what? Grinding against you isn't enough anymore. Bro. Okay, so I can't catch a break. For real. Like, I really can't catch a break. I've been victimized by everybody. But we could double whammy. If he got rid of Lucy, predator number 1 is dealt with, and then the fact that predator number 2, you did it, then predator number 2, life in prison, and then two birds, one stone if he got rid of Lucy, you know? You know? I don't understand. What? Oh, Brooklyn, don't you get it? I'm opening my heart to you. I'm being forward. I'm being honest. Trust matters in a relationship, and I'm tired of keeping things away from you. The creep steps closer, his hands resting on the wall behind me. I love you. I've loved you from the moment I saw you at the diner. I want nothing more than to storm in. Okay. We're just gonna skip that part. We're just gonna skip this part. Letting them know that you belong to me and I to you. Though that wasn't a proper way to approach you. Yeah, he's gonna murder me. Yeah, he's gonna murder me for sure. Like, I don't know how the days are just getting worse and worse. Like, how are the days getting worse and worse? We have another day after this. Day 4, he's gonna decapitate me. So how is there gonna be a day 5 in the future? So I had to follow you instead. Study your pattern. Memorize your schedule. Practice what you say when you're finally alone and not working. The park was perfect to finally approach you. Well, clearly you messed that up completely. Because why would you just say you were my boyfriend? I knew you were crazy right then. You're not very good at hiding things. He smirks as he's leaned close, a dark glint in his eyes as he cups my cheeks in his hands. You're upset with me now, sure, but you and I can make this work now. No more hiding, no more secrets, just us. Saying this, he parts his lips a little. Fangs. His tongue snaking out from his fang-filled maw. What's going on here? Is he even human at this point?
God, I could fuck you against this wall right now.
I know! Ain't no way. Yeah, let's just move on. Run for it. Run for it! I quickly duck under his wall and try to spin out. Maybe I'll catch some attention and he'll leave me alone. Suddenly, I feel a tight grip around my neck. I can't scream out for help, and as I feel him yank me back into the alley. Just then, oh, violence against me. It's time to go home, darling. I got kidnapped anyway. This is nothing like Joe Goldberg. Joe would never do this. Just saying, Joe would never do this. Joe never hurt them while he was still into them. Ish. To be fair, I've only seen the first season. But like, was it Bex or something? Joe would have never done this. I'm just saying, like, I would have much rathered Joe. This is day 3. Bro, I don't understand. How has all of this gone so wrong? Like, how did this go so wrong? We have 1 day left. How did this go so wrong? Am I just making all of the wrong decisions? Is that what's happening? Is there a way to save me? I don't know. Next thing you know, TK will have victimized me. Like, I'm just not safe from anybody. We're in his place now. My head hurts. A dull ache spreads across the side of my head like a brush fire sparked from a cigarette butt. The veins behind my eyes are throbbing, and I feel a warm, soft cloth against my cheek. As I try to reach up and rub my head, I feel my wrists are bound above my shoulders with nylon rope. It's over with for me. My fingertips tingle from a lack of circulation, but I wrap my knuckles against the wood frame of a headboard. I force my eyes open just for a split second. It's over with for me. I had no idea what I was up against. Like, I would have never tried to put that plan in motion if I knew this was the level. Like, I thought I was dealing with Joe Goldberg level. This is not Joe Goldberg level. I had no idea what I was doing. Where the heck am I? Good morning, sleepyhead. Oh my goodness. I twist my head to look over at a pair of blue eyes that are glaring at me. Oh my goodness. What the heck are you doing, you sick freak? I thrash my back against the headboard in an attempt to free myself as the ropes begin to dig into my skin. I swing a kick at the stranger. The first lands against his arm and he leaps away from the bed. Ow, hey, calm down. He rubs his arms and waits for me to wear myself out. Look, I'm really sorry about having to tie you up like this, but you can see why I had to. At least just long enough so I can actually talk to you, please. This is a fine way to start a pleasant chat. I grit my teeth as a cold sweat runs down my cheek and brow. He sighs. and from the corner of my eye, I can see him staring down at me longingly. That's what I've always loved about you. You're so spirited. Bro, I think this is my worst nightmare. I think this is like this entire story so far, it would encompass my worst nightmare. Worst case scenario. Honestly and truly. I don't know what I was thinking. You still need to calm down though. Could I tempt you with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Maybe a drink? I could just pop out to the kitchen. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich today. I love PB&J. But I don't want to consume anything you give me. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. He abruptly dashes out the door of the bedroom, locking the door behind him with an audible click. I can hear his feet trampling down the hallway. Shoot, I have to get free. Dang it. Think. My eyes dart around the room anxiously in horror. My books, my clothes, even my plushies, my game daddy. Oh, my Game Boy. All of my most familiar belongings are resting around me in a row that's completely alien. So he's moved me in. Great. That's perfect, isn't it? Gosh, maybe I'm dead. And is this hell? I'm startled by the sound of approaching footsteps, and I curl myself on the bed with my feet towards the door, ready to kick again if he gets too close to me. Door unlocks and swings open with a push of his foot. In one hand, he holds a tall, clear glass of water. In the other, he holds a plate on top of which rests a white bread sandwich cut diagonally. I don't see the cut. I do not see the cut. Just saying. Who's hungry for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I do love PB&J. You know, in another time and place, we could have had our first dinner date in that cute little diner that you used to work at. Oh well. F you, I'm not eating anything, psycho. Let me go. I bend my knees to my chest as he walks closer. The ropes are rubbing my skin raw. He places a sandwich and drink down on the nightstand and kneels at the side of the bed once more, continuing to look at me like some freak. I don't expect you to eat any of it, honestly. You're so paranoid about being drugged or poisoned. It's happened multiple times now. Just saying. It's not a fear without basis. This is 4 days now. In the last 4 days, it's happened like 3 times. Just saying. But that's why I love you, darling. You're not blind. You're not a blind, stupid maggot squirming on a bloated dog carcass like everyone else. What? And you just called me dumb. And I kind of am in the story. You just called me dumb and now you're saying I'm not. No, you see the world how it really is, and yet you still try to be a good person when all is said and done. It's a noble quality to suffer the slings and arrows with dignity in an indignant world. Yeah, I'm so gosh darn poetic in the eyes of an effing lunatic. Lunatic, huh? Well, maybe not right now, but I think you'll come around quickly. You just need some rest and some time to adjust. We can talk later, and if you behave yourself, I'll come back and untie you for a bit. We can bite him. He smiles at me warmly, like I was no worse than an angry kitten trying to bear its claws. He walks to the door of the room. Welcome home, darling. Oh my gosh. What do I even do about this? Like, what do I do about this? Flashing a Cheshire cat grin and bidding adieu, with a wave of his hand, he locks the door behind himself. That sadistic piece of poo. He's locked me in. My heart is jackhammering in my chest and I feel like I'm going to vomit. I try to pull my wrists free from the rope and they dig into my skin until they ache. My fingers get the numbing, tingling sensation. Exasperated, my eyes dart around the bed. This room is so unsettling. It has a shiny veneer, but as I look closer at the chipped and tattered door frame and the peeling wallpaper by the shelf with my music, I can sense the dank rot underneath it all. There's nothing that I can use. It's all too far out of reach. Start chewing. And even if I did get loose, how do I get out of this room? I take a few deep breaths and try to slow down my heart and regain my senses. I breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 8, out for 5. Calming myself, I sit myself up on the bed and try to untie the ropes with my teeth. That's what I'm saying. Get to chewing. Poop. Where did he learn to tie knots like this? Why, she's in Boy Scouts or something. I continue to bite and pull at my restraints, growing more and more furious as I pictured him earning a knot tying merit badge from some weekend scoutmaster. My teeth ached as I bit, pulled, laxed, twisting my wrist to gain more slack, rinse and repeat. I could feel the ropes giving with each iteration, only a few more and I might be able to slip free. I pull and I can feel the fibers of the rope burning against my skin and constricting around the bones of my thumb and knuckles until, yes! Oh my gosh, I got out. Oh my gosh. My hand pulls free and I try not to make a noise as the pain washes over it. My wrists are rubbed raw and I'm missing some skin around the back of my hand. I'm bleeding, but I'll survive. I hope. I use my teeth and free hand to untie the other. What is with this jerk and these crazy survivalist knots? It doesn't matter, but I pull the rope loose and roll out of bed, glancing again around the room. Is there any windows? I need some way to get out. I need a weapon just in case. What? I have a brilliant idea, but it's dangerous. What is it? I could call him in, ask for food or a drink, and when he enters the room, I could take a lamp, bash his skull in, I could hide behind the door. No, that isn't going to work. All it will take is one peek through a cracked door to see that I'm not in the bed, and well, who knows what he might be carrying besides dinner. I could pretend to still be bound to the bed, but that's an even worse idea. It puts me helpless on my back and him in a dominating position. I think it's best that I sneak out and run. But first of all, I need to find a way to escape this room. Okay. Oh, am I supposed to click? Now, are there windows in here? There's a window. Mirror is placed too high up for practical use, so why is it here overlooking the bed? It must be hiding a window. Like, that's where a window would go, isn't it? What? Oh my gosh. It's a privacy panel, but I get the feeling that won't be offered any privacy during my stay. Okay, I'm trying to turn. Thank you. Empty hamster with dirty laundry on the floor. He really wants me to feel at home. Oh, it's my laundry. Okay, that's a nice PC on the desk. I attempt to log in, but it requires a password. Knowing him is probably my name. This reminds me of the bookshelf that I have at home. Wait, those are the exact same books that I have. So he got my books, my plushies. This reminds me of the bookshelf. Oh wait, no, it's just the bookshelf stuff again. I have no items. Oh, this is just my laundry and stuff again. I guess these photos are supposed to suffice for having an actual window? Huh? This is a stereo system isn't half bad. If I had my phone, I could have used it as some sort of distraction. Some wax candles sit on the dresser, probably his way of setting a romantic ambience. The thought about him getting handsy makes my skin crawl. What's this? Why are these here? I dread to think what sort of sounds need to be drowned out in here. I don't understand. I clicked everything besides the door. I glanced at the key knob in the doorknob. Maybe I could find some wire and pick the lock. That's why I clicked on this stupid thing. Fat chance. This isn't the movies. Lucy locked herself out of the apartment once, and it took an experienced locksmith and a heck of a lot more time to open the door than it does in the movies. What? This is interesting. What? The door swung into the room and is locked from the outside. It looks as if my kidnapper swapped the door handle around so that it locked from the outside. Oh, and the fact that he never actually flipped the whole door hinges and frame around meant that through the narrow gap I could feasibly see the bolt nestled inside of the strike plate. If I could find some thin hook-shaped piece of metal, I could shimmy it open. This. Thank you. Maybe this will help me open the door? Yes. Hello? I slipped a thin metal hook over the bolt to catch the wedge, and with a gentle pull... Oh gosh darn it. Oh my gosh. We gotta get out. Luckily for us, I don't have to walk, so there's no stealth on my part. I cautiously pull the door wider, hoping that a dry hinge doesn't tattle to my abductor. I hear the rapid clicks of a keyboard coming from the room beside mine. The keystrokes are outpaced by the beating of my own racing heart. I look for an exit, but all that I can see are closed doors. I push the door wide to the kitchen opposite my room when I hear its hinges make the faintest of metallic whines. Goodness gracious. I don't know why I struggled with that sentence. I was like zoned out as I read it. I freeze and listen intently like a wild animal. The rhythmic typing in the other room continues unabated. If I'm lucky, he's listening to music while he's working on his computer. With the kitchen door within sight, I creep down the hall as quiet as a church mouse. The typing continues. Maybe he's overconfident that I'm still tied up and locked away in his room. Or maybe he's so disgustingly infatuated with me that he can't imagine that I would actually want to leave his home. Maybe I should try to knock him out. If I can get the drop on him, it would buy me some time to get out and get help. Let's not even risk it. Go to the kitchen like you just opened, grab a knife, and if he runs up on you, at least you're armed. Whatever I do, I'd better keep quiet. Keep exploring. I don't think I'm ready to face him yet. Yeah, the very least I can do to help myself out is try to arm myself first. That's the very, I'm not winning in hand-to-hand combat with him, let's be honest. I already tried. Yeah, keep exploring. Oh, that's his room. I was trying to go in his room on accident. Whoopsie. I should have known it would be locked. How was it locked? How's it locked? Oh my gosh. I'm too wound up to have... Okay, I'm just trying to... That's weird. The fridge is full of my favorite snacks and drinks. Doesn't he have anything in here for himself? If you weren't so scary, I wouldn't mind have been kidnapped by you. A table set for one. Either he wasn't expecting me to be outside of my room or he is watching his stickman figure very carefully. Okay. Various cookbooks. He's at least trying to learn to cook. Allegedly. Locked. Dang it. What? In the tank is a hog-nosed snake with the name Rat on the water dish. Is that seriously the snake's name? We have bigger problems right now. I weigh one in my hand, and after checking that, I swing it a bit to see if it would make up for a practical weapon. What do you think? No, too British to be effective. Okay. At least that weirdo has some hoodies that actually have sleeves on them. Was he wearing a sleeveless hoodie this whole time? I was distracted by disgust. I didn't even notice. He has no knives. Ugh, it's so full of junk. There has to be a knife, please. Yes! Yes! That's what I needed. Oh, thank goodness. Finally armed. He still doesn't know I'm out here either. Oh, thank goodness. I need to be cautious. Oh, thank goodness. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Oh gosh darn it. It's this room. Bathroom. It's spotless. Not even an errant hair or a bit of soap scum. The chrome doesn't even have watermarks. They're the same brands of products I use, right down to the same brand and flavor of mouthwash. Appreciate it. Is there anything in here that's useful? You would think. Oh, Sleep E2. Sleep Easy. Oh my gosh. Sleep Easy. Do not exceed 2 tablets a day. Judging by the look of the stranger's baggy eyes, he's either never opened this bottle before or they're not very effective. This gives me an idea though. It'd be a lot easier and safer to escape if he was knocked out. I just need to slip it into something and boom, out like a light. It seems like a solid plan. What's this? Everything here looks new. He was planning on moving me in all this time. Okay, let's leave. Should I... Oh my gosh. This is important. Should I use the knife? Oh my gosh, I'm just worried that I would screw it up if I use this knife. Should I use the knife or should I use the pills? Because if he attacks me, I just wish, if he attacks me and takes the knife off me, I'm screwed. Is it worth it to try to put him to sleep? This is a big decision, okay? I think should I use the pills or the knife? I just feel like if I use a knife to threaten him and not strictly for self-defense, he's going to mollywop me. So I should try the pills first, right? I should try the pills first. I grab the pill powder tightly, planning my next move. I won't be able to take him in a fight. Even if I did take him by surprise, I need to be more cunning. I'll play his game for a while, put him to sleep, and bolt. As long as he doesn't suspect anything, it should work. I take a deep breath and open the door. Hey! The stranger sits at his desk. At least he gave us our own rooms. That's nice. Hunched over his keyboard like a monkey and typing feverishly. Reminding himself of everything that has happened so far, I remain silent and simply wait for him to complete his work. Brooklyn, you got out? How did... His typing ceases as he notices me standing awkwardly in the doorway. He throws a curious glance at me. Darling, what's wrong? Nothing. He spins his chair away from his screen so he can give me his full attention. Something's wrong. Is it something I did? I mean, it's everything you did. It is everything you did. Okay, so like, I also want to say, the reason I chose the pills instead of the knife is, if I used the knife to threaten him and not just for self-defense, this man clearly has nothing to live for. He has nothing to lose. He is not going to be scared by my knife. Let's be honest. I feel like he's willing to die about this. Oh, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I bowed down my tongue and tried to force a smile. No, you didn't do anything. I was just kind of getting hungry. Oh, well, did you check the fridge? Is there anything that you like? I completely forgot. I mean, I'm just wondering if we can make something. I interrupt his neurotic rambling to try to de-escalate. Is that all? Woo, you made me worry. His relief tail spins into hesitation and a smile creeps sheepishly across his cheeks. So, what did you have in mind exactly? I mean, I'm sure I can figure out how to cook anything that you like. Almost anything, maybe, possibly. I saw the state of his kitchen. I wouldn't trust him to unwrap a protein bar. But I'll try to give him my best, unless it's something you want to do together. How about I cook dinner tonight? You want to cook? My suggestion leaves him a little crestfallen, as if I've somehow slighted his attempts at appeasing me. It's no trouble, really. I like cooking here and there. I could cook while you work, and if you like how I make dinner tonight, maybe I'll show you how to make it next time. Really? You'll teach me how to make the food that you like? That's a great idea. If you like the food, that is. I'll love it. His face is beaming with excitement. We would be perfect if he wasn't just slap nuts. Lucky me. Lucky me. So yeah, you wrap up working here and I'll get on to the dinner. But I'll need concentration, so if you wouldn't mind waiting until I call you. Yes, of course, darling. I can't wait. He spins back to his computer, but he doesn't take his eyes off me as the smile doesn't fade from his face. It's like being fawned over by a jack-o'-lantern. He does look like a jack-o'-lantern. That went better than I could have ever imagined. I shrink back away from his door and into the kitchen. I pull out some basic ingredients from the fridge and retrieve some bowls and utensils from the drawers. Shoot, this kitchen is a mess. He obviously doesn't even know how the heck to use an oven. I don't see a microwave, so hopefully the stovetop still at least works well enough to make a simple soup. I began preparing and measuring the ingredients when I accidentally bumped the bottle of sleeping pills in my pocket. I haven't forgotten about you. I catch myself murmuring out loud, then I realize I'm slowly starting to lose my mind. I'm attempting to poison someone. Dang it, why must I have to do this? The pill bottle grows heavier in my pocket. I heat up the pot on the stovetop and begin adding ingredients, stirring occasionally as I make slow circles with a spoon. My hand reaches in and squeezes the plastic bottle. The heat of the soup will help dissolve the pills, but I can't just toss them in unless I want to follow into that cold, dark place. I'll need to crush them up and keep them in my pocket until they're ready to serve into a bowl. I have no idea if it'll knock him out or kill him. Who cares? Who cares? Both are fine by me. It's either him or me, and I'll be darned if I let him win. Oh! Why? Why do I keep... Oh wait, no, maybe he's just like, guess who? Maybe he's just guess whoing me, you know? How's it going, darling? I scream as my vision goes dark and I thrash wildly to break free from his hand. The smooth clatters against the floor. My heart stops beating as I wait to hear the pill bottle to strike the ground next. But the pill bottle never falls. Oh shoot, I'm sorry, Brooklyn. I seriously didn't mean to scare you like that. Yeah, don't do that. This is a very stressful environment. I told you to wait for me. You're shaking, darling. Here, let me clean this up for you. It's no problem. Just a spoon and a little soup. No sense in crying over spilled. Yeah, sorry, I really am. I'm still shaking uncontrollably as I watch him race to a drawer that has some kitchen towels and then fall to his knees to clean up the mess that he's created. He even digs out a fresh ladle to rest on the countertop. I can see you're not happy with me, so I'll just do what you told me to and wait in my room until you call me. This time I will, I promise. No more surprises, I swear it. He murmurs as he walks gingerly backwards back to his work. My heart is thrumming in my ears and my head is floaty like it will fly away from my shoulders and out of a window. If there were any, I'll have to brace myself against the countertop while my soup begins to bubble and smoke. Taking several calming breaths, I grip the bottle tightly, resolute to not let this be every day for the rest of my life. I pull a coffee mug from the cupboard and proceed to dump the pills into it, crushing them with the butt of the ladle that the stranger had laid out for me. I dump the ground pills into the tissue in my palm and stuff them into my pocket. Retrieving a pair of bowls and spoons, I pour the soup into both equally, checking over my shoulder to make sure he's still inside of his room. I dig into my pocket and add the ground pills right into the bowl, making a strict little note of which bowl was poison. Here we go, it's showtime. Please let this go well. The stranger, it's ready. I call my captor to supper. He slinks out of his room and peeks around the corner. He hasn't told me his name yet, by the way. It smells delicious. Thanks. Alright, here we go. I just need him to sit down at the table, push the bowl right in front of him, and then just wait. This is easy, right? It'll do all the work for me. His breathing will slow down like he's getting tired, then he'll go to sleep, right? That's all there is to it. No violence, just quick and quiet. Sit yourself down and I'll dish you up. I just need to get a glass. No way, my love. You've done enough. Yeah. Before I can protest, he barges into the kitchen and very gently escorts me to the table. He sits me down and returns to the bowls, placing the one in his right hand directly in front of me. He sets the other bowl in the empty space, but he doesn't sit. Oops, I forgot the spoons. Sorry, I'm just a little flustered over what happened. He turns his back to me for a second, and I'm staring down at the bowl littered with painkiller pills. My mind is racing. The other bowl is sitting directly within reach. I just need to make a quick switch when his back is still turned. The stranger turns to face me as he continues his long-winded and awkward apology, and my hands still. Not that I'm more flustered than you. You have every right to be angry with me for startling you. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Turn around. Drop something. Do anything. He turns back again, but he's already making his way back to the table before I can make the critical switch. He sets the cutlery and then slides into the chair opposite me. I'm not gonna lie, get the knife. It's knife time. If this plan isn't working, it's time for the knife. It's time to risk it for the biscuit. But it smells amazing. I can't wait to try. There's an awkward pause and I'm waiting for him to say something. What? Oh, I was being polite and waiting for you to take the first bite. My heart sinks into a depth that I didn't even know existed as the urge to vomit rises. Is something wrong? You're not eating. A quick thought lights up in my head. The spoon is dirty. I think I need to wash it. No need, my dear. Here. He reaches over, dropping his spoon into my bowl before taking mine and tray. All fixed. Eat up, darling. One bite won't do too much damage, will it? Like, one bite? It's as if my heart hits the floor. I have to switch the bowls or I'm done for. The stranger's smiling face beams over his quick remedy. I can't let you use a dirty spoon. That's not right. It's fine, darling. I don't mind. Yes, but think, darn it, think. It's rude to the chef to eat their meal in such a way. It is? Yes. Didn't you know that? Where I grew up is a huge insult. His face drops now, horrified at the possibility of offending me and my gesture. I'm sorry, darling. I didn't know. I'll wash this up right now. He steps promptly from the table toward the sink with a hurried step. Wait, Brooklyn. Wait, Brooklyn. I said it with too much enthusiasm. Wait for the sink so he doesn't hear. The tap turns on. I leap at my chance. Grabbing the bowl and carelessly dipping my finger into the scalding contents, I flinched, letting out a gasp. I'm so stupid. Goodness gracious. Almost as if in slow motion, the stranger turns his head toward me and finds me mid-switch. Something wrong with the soup, darling? It burnt me. I have nothing. Not a single excuse that doesn't make it obvious what I was trying to do. He turns to the handle, shutting off the only sound in the room. The silence hurts, and eternally, my mind darts from one thought to the next. Pull out the knife. It's time. It is time. Pull out the knife. What do I do now? Poison, then. That's what you've made for me, Brooklyn. I would never do something like that. I don't know why you would ever think I would do something like that, because I would never do something like that. No, Then why switch the bowls, darling? His tone is frightening, cold, flat, and emotionless. I can't fake it anymore. Just let me go. Go where, darling? Away from here, away from you. Darling, you need to stop. You're home. You're safe with me. My body shivers at his statement. I leap up, grabbing the first thing within my reach, not even noticing what weapon I chose. I have the knife on me. What are you doing? The confidence in his face fades instantly, turning to concern and fear. Darling, what are you doing? I step back from him into the dim hall, my fingers burning. I realize what I had armed myself with. The soup? Are you serious? Darling, please, don't. With his demeanor now changed, he slowly steps towards me, forcing me to match each stride, stepping back away from him. Stay away. Pull out the knife. Oh my gosh. This is really stressful. Why is he so frightened? It's just soup. Wait, the poison. He continues to slink closer as I step back towards the living room, his eyes fixed on me, unblinking like a predator in a jungle. Stop or I'll drink it. He stops dead with a gasp, gaze still locked on me. I know there isn't much time. He's going to pounce. I know it. Yeah. If this works, I will be astounded if this works. But yeah, maybe me getting hurt is enough to, work for me. The room is quiet for a moment. Oh, quite quiet. They're the same letters. The silence only interrupted by the falling drops from the faucet he didn't fully turn off. Darling, please don't. We can talk about this. Please don't hurt yourself. There's no way I could down this fast enough. I'm not at all planning on hurting myself, but I'll sure as heck use this to hurt him. The bowl is burning my hands, but I don't care. At this point, I would hold hot coals if it helped me get out. He starts slowly moving towards me carefully, trying to be stealthy enough that I wouldn't notice. I match his breath, moving the now scalding shield in my hand closer to my mouth. He gasps once again, stopping in his tracks, knowing his covert movements were detected. Darling, don't. My throat is dry and my voice cracks, but I still manage to eke out a half threat. Toss me the keys to the door. I'll drink all of it, I swear. Darling, no. He's legitimately fearful as his body tenses up. He's only afraid of one thing, losing me. My oh my, would we be perfect if he wasn't slapped nuts? Gosh darn it. This is not a dating simulator. This is not a dating simulator. If I run, he can chase me. If I hide, he can find me. If I die, I stop my slow retreat, confidence growing as I understand his weakness. I'm still frightened as heck. My body almost about to collapse from exhaustion due to shaking and tensing, and my fingers are red raw from the heat of the bowl. Repeating my threat more boldly, I brace for him to jump at me. Toss me your keys now. I can tell he's planning his next move. Okay, darling. He reaches down his side and there's a distinct click of him releasing the clasp that held his keys on the belt loop. His movements are slow, his arm up and showing me the shiny trinkets like I was a dog being tempted to go for a walk. Tilting his hand and gesturing with his other hand to the keys, sending an unspoken "here they are" to me. The moment is tense, and as he slowly brings his arm back to lob the keys at me, I'm going to be fast. I brace for what's coming. It's now or never. Oh my gosh. Don't do that. He flicks his arm, tossing the keys. My legs immediately followed by him jumping like a wild cat at me. Oh. Ow. Oh my gosh. Tossing the scalding broth right to his face, I catch a moment of shock flashing his eyes before he's totally blinded. He screams, falling to the floor, covering his eyes in agony. Not hesitating, I grab the keys from the floor. He's flailing, trying to find me and a way to get up. His teeth grit as his cries of pain turn to anger. Oh no, he's mad. I actually managed to make him mad. That's not good. I need to get the F out now. Turning to the door, my hands move faster than they ever had. Finding the right key, I jam it in and push open the door, feeling a rush of cool air blow past me. Pulling the keys out of the lock, I notice him getting up and struggling to find his way through the room. I get one last glance at him before slamming the door shut. He's looking right at me, eyes red and angry with sweat and tears surrounding his face. Go! Hands trembling, I shove the key back into the door, locking it as I hear him growling from inside. I may have bought myself time, but it's not very long. I have to be quick. What do I do? The van. Oh my gosh. Okay, think. He drove me up here. His van must be around here somewhere. Oh my gosh. He jiggles the door handle. His distant cries and yells emanate from the other side. Shoot. I'm just worried, like, if he knows the land better than me, it won't be long before he finds me, and I don't know how far from a road I am. I will die in the wilderness. I'm not gonna lie. I need to hide. Oh, it didn't matter. I keep quiet, my own hands pressed tightly against my mouth to keep even the slightest noise from escaping. Brooklyn, darling. Oh my gosh, she got right out. Where are you? Please, don't leave me. The stranger is scared, in absolute panic. Good. I listen to his movement along the grass, trying to flood out the sound of my pounding heart. What? It must be the other side, on the other side of the house. I wait silently, hearing him slam the vehicle door shut. You can't leave me. I can't be alone. Not again. His footsteps slowly fade away. Okay, so now he's searching the trees. Is he gone? Cautiously, I step out of the bush, peering around the corner. Oh my gosh. Hello? It's just dark. Okay, it's just dark though. I don't understand. Was that the end? It's like frozen. Okay, I had to go through the entire game again because it just crashed right there, but we're back. Is he gone? Cautiously, I step out of the bush, peering around the corner. Gee, I think it just did it again. For some reason, the game is just not working past this point. Or maybe it's the end. I'm not sure. Because I went through the whole game again, and this is just where it stops, I guess. Maybe I'll come back when the 5th episode is out, but this is where it's stopping for me. But you would think it would say an end of day 4. I guess mine's just broken or something. I don't know. Well, guys, I tried again. After it crashed again, I tried again, and then it crashed before it even got to that point. So I think that's the end of my journey. We've been playing for almost 2 hours, 1:58. So it had its chance. Maybe when she releases chapter 5, I can try again. But no telling when that's going to be, or if I'm even going to remember or even hear about chapter 5. It's a miracle I heard about this. But for what it was worth, I had a good time. It's a very traumatic experience, don't you think? I wish I could have saw how it ended, but thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Expect more strange games in the future. I'm just feeling some strange game. This is a strange game kind of month. As always, thank you guys for giving me a chance. Bye!